You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program, at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits here more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear you are up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Can you tell me more about your great niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
Well guys, I think this will be it for today. I just want to try and get those quests out of the way. Now it looks like we're moving on to something else entirely, so... yeah, it's good to be able to spend a little extra time. Probably try and get to that when I can. Be nice to customize my wand a little bit more. Wizard chess. Be nice to actually play. What the heck was that? A house chest, huh? Alright guys, I shall see you on the next one. Peace.
Seriously?
Well, that's a lovely little trick. Perhaps I could fast travel. World map. Oh, I can just... That's how you travel. Okay.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Yeah, we learned a little bit more about Sebastian and his whole story, and apparently we also re-met Peeves. I've done so before when I was very young, when I was playing the Prisoner of Azkaban video game way back when. Wizard of Azkaban. What's wrong with me? So yeah, he's in this game too. He was in the books, but he never showed up in the movies. But he was in the games. So. And yeah, I was looking into this quest a little bit more. Apparently it's a Hufflepuff exclusive quest, and it's probably the best house exclusive quest you can get, because we're about to take a little trip to Azkaban.
Hogwarts will not serve you well.
Huh? Who's there?
I have stop.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Is this your
Incendio!
my favorite?
Protego!
Oh, too hard.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso!
Nothing more than luck. Nothing more than luck.
Stupefy! It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
Alright, so yeah, as I was saying, we're about to take a little trip to Azkaban for this quest. And given the whole storyline here, these people believe it to be the best house quest out of all of them, so yeah. This should be very, very interesting.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an Auror.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I
Related
think.
to
That sounds terrible.
Headmaster
But
Black?
I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
Ah,
And do you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust. and she trusts no one. If you,
Well, this is-
a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. If you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired Aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart.
Broke
The
her
Black
heart?
family's power over certain people in the ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
So Hogwarts is in Scotland? I thought it was somewhere in the English countryside.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
Thank you, Mr. Diggory.
We'll be there in but a moment.
By splint you mean someone loses body parts when this happens? It can, at least. Well, here we are. Azkaban. Looks just like it did when I saw it in the movies. There's the Dementors. Hello, my ghastly old friends. Yes, please. It's a shame we don't get to learn that spell. That's the one crime this game's
That
committed.
should keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. This isn't a place for loitering.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
If I had my way, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you!
I guess we know what she's in for.
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know at Hogwarts.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Last cell on the left.
Someone come to feed me! Is someone there?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hogsfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? near Upper Hogsfield.
Hogs, field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
Boy, I wouldn't do that.
What is it, Anne?
That was something magical. I could see the aura off of it. What did she hit her with? Man, no wonder Sirius was a little loopy when we first met him in the movie. Dementors really do a number on you.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
I do hope she will be alright. Nothing needs to happen to her.
But Madam Thistlewood, all right. I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Dark mongrel. Not a whole lot of good spells at my disposal, but let me do with what I have.
Incendio. Leviosa. Protego. Accio.
Mongrel.
These rocks have seen better days. This must be the place Anne told me about.
Let's go for Lumos.
Lumos. No one's been here for ages. Revelio. Accio. You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw. Revelio. Accio. You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind?
My dearest Anne, well done. You solved my puzzle. I knew you were a kindred spirit, and the only one with whom I could truly share my adventures. Meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest as soon as you can, and I will show you the map that I've mentioned. There's no telling where it will lead us. I found it on pages that Peeves ripped from a secret book, and no one else seems to be able to find. I haven't any idea what lies ahead, but I am glad to know I shall share my future with you. This is only the beginning, Richard. P.S. I am terribly glad you found this, as I would have gone on alone if you did not. And what fun would that be?
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Certainly not.
Incendio!
Well, that didn't work.
This looks intriguing. Lumos. Reparo.
Okay, nothing to repair out here, so let's get out of here. Oh,
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves. And then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
not well, I'm afraid.
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive.
I know that,
Once Anne
Master.
showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Off to the Forbidden Forest now. Eesh.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching next.
Accio! Levioso! Protego!
It isn't.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Levioso!
Good thing he had that, because I'm almost out of those. Oh boy, am I going into the Forbidden Forest, or am I just gonna... Oh shoot. Yeah, I need to run. Ah! Centaurs! Hey, guys. A unicorn! Told y'all Forbidden Forest was a wildlife reserve for magical beasts. That's exactly why it's forbidden. It's their home. There are enemies all around me. How did I get myself into this situation? Hmm? Who said that? I gotta get out of here. Sorry guys, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Well, at least the centaurs seem friendly. They haven't attacked me so far, and I hope they don't. I'm not trying to invade their territory or anything, I'm just trying to get to where I need to go. I don't know why it's leading me straight through the Forbidden Forest.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
What was that? Y'all saw that spectry little... Oh, dear.
Allow me to put you out of your misery.
This is outside the Forbidden Forest, right? Oh, there he is.
Here I am, as good as my word.
It would seem so.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say Intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Okay.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you. Lumos!
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me.
Spiders. Completely missed the warning signs.
Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu.
It's French! French, you Nimrod! I died? Really? Really? Follow the path, I should be fine. Oh my gosh. It's leading me through the Forbidden Forest full of monsters and spiders and God knows what else. I mean, of course, centaurs and unicorns.
But keep going.
I think I went the wrong way.
Lumos. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
There is more honor among thieves than diplomats, as they say.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Is this the lake where Harry and faced down the Dementors and unleashed this full Patronus, which he believed was his father? Is this the same lake? It'd be very cool if it was. Bird bath.
There it is. Just as Jackdaw described.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Intramuros.
Well, I'll be stripped and dipped in batter.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Renrock
Goblins.
knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Stop it!
Utter that fuck!
Your little magistrates won't distract me! Lucky that's all!
Incendio!
Leviosa!
Accio!
Ooh.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Gotta try and brew some more potions when I can.
I wonder how big this place is.
Let's find out after I get done equipping this new gear I got. Okay, that just looks... I'll keep it for now.
These fruits must have something to do with opening this door. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this. Protego! Incendio! Stupefy.
Oh.
Incendio. Protego. Incendio.
That was awful.
Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Another puzzle. What if Jack had this so good on him? Protego. Stupefy.
Wow. Well, that was ironically cruel.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Accio.
Wow.
Protego. Protego. Incendio. Stupefy.
Ow.
Stupefy. Incendio. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Accio. Accio.
There's another spell like this called Carpe Retractum. It was used in the games before too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was, definitely. Tracking not available here. Where exactly am I supposed to go?
Accio. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded the jackdaw. Incendio! Potato!
One best bug zapper in the world.
Incendio! 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 There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, these things are... Going back to Matriarch.
Levioso! Accio! Potato! Incendio! Incendio! Potato! Incendio! Incendio!
That's one.
Incendio. Stupefy. Levioso. Accio. Potato. Stupefy. Incendio. Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
Missing one.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. I'll need to look around for the symbol.
The last one. Where is...
Revelio.
Ah.
Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years.
Oh my gosh.
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Pensive Sentinel.
Stupid one. Accurate. Levioso.
Oh. I should have seen that coming.
Potato. Incendio.
Oh, caught that one just in time. That was a nice quick little maneuver. Oh boy. Oh no. I should have seen this coming. See right from the big circle.
Incendio.
Wait. Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus.
Perfect!
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Expelliarmus!
Very useful for these guys.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
So I knock his axe out of his hand only for him to get a sword?
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
And that's the end of them.
What? That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
This archway isn't the same one from the Ministry of Magic, the gateway to the dead, is it?
Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
Must be more of that ancient magic.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of it.
What's going on with the door now?
What is this place?
It's the Keeper's room. So this is how we get to it. I thought we had to wait till we got back with Professor Fig.
Can it be?
Sorry. Forgot me to hit that button.
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensieves. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention. And might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Yes, sir.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Connection to ancient magic has unlocked talents. +1, you will receive one talent point each time you increase your wizarding level. You have a new talent. Okay. Spells, dark arts. Oh gosh, I don't know. Okay, I guess I can't do refunds. Gotta be very careful.